Hello and welcome, everyone. So I'm doing a little experiment right now. I'm actually going live on both YouTube and TikTok right now. So welcome to everybody, and welcome to everybody, at least on YouTube, who's catching the play. I'm still not 100%. I need to do more of my research on TikTok to really understand everything with what goes on. I don't think you can watch replays of live streams on TikTok, but somebody tell me if I'm wrong about that. The reason that I'm doing both is that I am planning on getting more active on TikTok as I move forward, because it's just a more engaging platform is kind of what I'm feeling from it in some ways. And I like the vibe and the energy there. And so I am going to be diversifying a bit as we move into the new year here. And this is mostly for my beautiful YouTube tribe. With the diversification, as some of you know, I am getting active on Rumble, or I'm getting ready to get active on Rumble as well, because there's a powerful opportunity for free speech there. And so anyone who hasn't checked that out yet, who's watching me on YouTube right now, go ahead. I linked that in the description box of most of my videos, my Rumble account, or I linked it in the communities tab. And for anyone on TikTok who is interested, go ahead and find my YouTube link in my bio. And from there, you'll be able to find my link for my Rumble that I'm going to have up and running soon. But I'm really excited. We're going to see how this works. I tried doing TikTok and YouTube simultaneously once before, and it didn't work out great. But we're going to go with it because there's a lot of beautiful information that I wanted to share with people today relating to the 11/11 portal, the new moon in Scorpio, and the powerful conjunction that we have of the Sun and Mars. And that is happening on the 18th. So we're not quite there yet. But this energy is all raveled together, and it's a really, really powerful nexus or gateway of energy that we are currently moving through. So I want everyone to be as aware of it as possible. It is so exciting. Now, as far as people asking personal questions, I want to let everybody know that, especially with TikTok, I plan to start doing live streams very soon where I'm asking, we can do donation questions. Like if people want to send through a donation, I can pull a card for them. That is not what this particular live stream today is about. This particular live stream today is about the 11/11 portal. And it is about the new moon in Scorpio. So these are the energies that we're going to be discussing and talking about. But anyone can find the link in my bio, and there is information there. If you want a personal reading, I can do quick questions, 11/11 donations. I can send you a recording of a response to your question. So go ahead and DM me, or better yet, find my website link in my bio and send me an email. That's really the best way to go about that. All right. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all of those on TikTok who are liking the live. Thank you for everyone on YouTube who is, of course, doing their due diligence and liking the video so that we can get this information out there. Oh, yeah. Hello, Vincent. Hello, Vita, over there on YouTube. And hello to Jay, Jesus Bueno, Caro, Carito, Jamie, everyone who's joining on TikTok. You guys are amazing. I'm so excited for this. I really am. Yeah, this new moon in Scorpio is powerful, you guys. And that's why I was going to do a video just on the 11/11 portal, really brushing up on those energies. But then I realized, and I'm sorry if this looks weird where I keep looking to both cameras, you guys, but I just go with it. They're pretty close together, but they're a little far away still. So I realized as I was looking into the energies of the Scorpio new moon, and just how, like I said, how intermingled all of these energies are when we're talking about the 11/11 gateway, which is well underway. It opens up around the 1st of November, 11/123. And this 11/11 gateway moves through like I'm feeling it really is like the 14th. And of course, we have a resurgence of this energy around the 20th to the 24th when we come back into this numerical sequence again of the ones, the twos, the zeros, the threes. And I'm feeling the fours getting pulled into, because we are moving close to that 4-year now, which is the structure, the stability. We have been recoding the matrix over the past few years in earnest, really starting powerfully in 2020, starting way before that. Of course, 2012 being a big activation of this energy. But really, since 2020, we've been seeing that the energies of that begin to manifest in our physical reality. This recoding of the matrix, and the matrix, for those who are not aware, would be this simulation of reality that we find ourselves in, that we incarnated into, plugged into, so to speak. And so in this year 2023, with this 3 energy now, we're in the process of creation. We're creating the new world. We're creating this new reality, this new matrix. And really what it is it's yes, we're creating something new, but we're also returning to our original template, which was a beautiful crystalline template, a beautiful crystalline matrix. And so we are returning to that. We are, of course, as we know, in this process of ascension, ascending out of the 3D. Many people believe that we're ascending into the 5D, but essentially we are birthing out into the 6th dimension. That is like the ultimate kind of trajectory of where this energy is going. So it's very exciting. We've been in this process. As we move into 2024, we're going to begin the process of stabilizing some of these energies. And we're talking about that with the 3, because the 3 is the energy of creation, right? When the 2 energies come together to create and birth the 3rd energy. And so with the 4 energy, we're going to begin to stabilize that. So a lot of powerful. And I'm sorry, I'm declining invites to join the live right now, because that's not, that might be something fun that I can do with some people, but that's something that I would really kind of set up at an earlier date than this for everyone on TikTok. Good morning, everyone. I'm saying especially, I love you all. I really want to get to know everybody on my TikTok fellowship more, because I have not had an opportunity to do so, because we haven't done a lot of live streams and stuff. But I know my YouTube tribe very well. We are a small, tightly knit tribe over there. So as everyone's joining, just know that I am so happy to see everybody. But if I don't say everybody's name in the TikTok feed, I'm sorry. On YouTube, it's a much more condensed group. It's a lot easier to kind of say hello as people jump on. So hello, Diana Boss. Hello, Baymax. So great to see you, and so great to see everybody. I see Segs and Madeline Smith here joining on TikTok. So hello to you. Hello, Jamie. And to everyone watching the replay, I know this probably gets obnoxious when I do this, but it's fun. I love it. I love doing these live streams with everyone. Having this energy when we all come together live, it's really powerful. So we've been in this process, right? We're going to begin stabilizing this energy next year as we move into the 4. It is, of course, numerologically speaking, a 7-year this year, and it will be an 8-year next year. So just a lot of powerful energies, a lot of beautiful unification of the masculine and feminine. A lot of abundance. We're going to have a huge Lionsgate portal next year with that 888 energy. And that brings me into the 1111. And so with this 1111 energy, it's actually an 111111 portal this year. And what makes it an 111111 portal is the fact that this day, 11/11/2023 actually adds up to an 11. And this does not happen all the time. It's not like the rarest of all events, but it's relatively rare. Like, it's not every 11/11 portal. We don't have this. Every whatever portal, we don't have this opportunity, okay, where we have the numbers, the numerology of the day add up to the same number. So that makes this an especially powerful and potent 11/11 portal, 11/11 energy, 11/11/11, so to speak. And so for some of us, it's like tracing back to 11/11/11, the 11/11/11 that we experienced in 2011, and see what has transpired in all of that time. How many different identities, how many different lifetimes have you lived, right? How has your soul grown? How have you changed? Really looking back at that, I think, will be fun in this energy. This particular 11/11/11 portal, I also feel the energies extending for the next 2 years, right through this current cycle of Mars that we're getting ready to begin. And the reason for this is that Mars and the Sun are going to be conjunct on the 18th of November, but they're within 2 degrees of each other, beginning on the 11/11 portal, and moving then, of course, through the 18th and a little bit beyond, because they'll be exact on the 18th. And then we'll have a little bit of time. I don't know exactly what date they shift out of being about 2 degrees apart. You guys can look that up, but I know they come within 2 degrees of each other during the 11/11 portal. And we're feeling that energy when we have the conjunction that close together. We're really feeling that energy. And on the 13th, right, which is kind of like the midpoint between the 11th and the 18th, or maybe not the exact midpoint, but it's a touchstone within those energies, right? We have this new moon in Scorpio, and it is considered to be conjunct Mars because the new moon is occurring at 20 degrees of Scorpio, which for those who follow degree theory, 20 degrees of Scorpio is a scorpionic degree. So it carries the energy and the essence of Scorpio. Hello, blessed by the best. Hello, stir the pot. It carries that scorpionic energy already. So this is like an extra Scorpio moon. And the fact that Mars is conjunct the moon in the sign of Scorpio, Mars being the original ruler of Scorpio before Pluto was discovered, that just amps up this energy even more. To further amplify this energy, we have an opposition going on to Uranus in Taurus. So that, like, Uranus, Mars, Scorpio, this is a lot of really potent energy, a lot of really dynamic energy, and there's a huge opportunity for alchemy here and a major, major activation that we are receiving in terms of our masculine energy. And this energy, because this is occurring during this time period when the sun and Mars are coming together after 2 years apart to begin a brand new cycle of energy, we're going to be feeling the energies of this new moon in this 1111 portal really moving through this entire 2-year period until Mars makes its next conjunction with the sun. So we have a long time to work with these energies and work through these energies, you guys. And we want to take full advantage of this. And we really want to understand. Hello, beautiful Sophie. Hello, Guided Quest. Hello, Living My Truth. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Diana. So we want to really take advantage of this and understand the meat of what this means, all right? We are on a powerful healing journey right now. This new moon and this 1111 portal, this conjunction and this next phase here, we're going to talk about these all as one energy of the sun and Mars is all about taking our power back. Hello, user. Hello, Pippi. It's about taking and calling our power back. We have a sextile going on to Pluto at the same time that all this is happening, and a trine to Neptune. All right, these are huge energies. Our higher self is coming in. It is guiding us. There is a powerful, we've been talking about, for those who follow me on YouTube, we've been talking about this energy through Scorpio season of not only calling our power back, but of spontaneous soul retrievals, of merging more with our higher selves, walk-ins from our higher selves. And so this is going to continue over the next 2 years, right? And it is going to continue as we move through this energy as well. So there's a lot of, in this process, there's been a lot of purging. There's a lot of releasing. Remember, Scorpio is a sign of healing. And so there's been a deep, deep level of healing going on. There's a lot of shadow energies that are coming up right now. There's a lot that we're purging and releasing. And this 11-11-11 energy, this new moon in Scorpio, like we said, this Mars conjunction with the sun, it's a powerful activation. So a lot of us have been purging and releasing in preparation for this. And I know when a lot of people, you we're talking about walk-ins a little bit on YouTube. Sophie's discussing the walk-in energy. Hello, Ivy. I'm so glad you're here as well. Hello, Gary. Hello, Dave. Hello, MB. We hear all this stuff like, 1111 is such a powerful manifestation gateway. Don't forget to like the live stream, you guys, as you hop on. Like, share, all those beautiful things. They are all so helpful and so appreciated. All right. If this energy teaches us nothing else, it's that we must ask for what we want and what we need. All right. So go ahead and help this live stream out by doing that. All right. By hitting that like button, by sharing this if you can, if you feel called to. So we hear all this energy and everybody's talking about this energy and this idea of like, this is, and I've made videos about it too, right? This is a powerful manifestation vortex. Your thoughts, your words are so powerful. Manifest, create, be in abundance, right? Everyone's supposed to be feeling so good around the 11-11. And a lot of us have not been feeling like that at all because we've been purging some major energy in order to prepare for this next upgrade. All right. This week has been all about preparation. Preparation. You know what I mean? And I know today I feel a lot lighter, but it's been ups and downs for me. It's been ups and downs. I've been releasing a lot of energy. Our fears and our frustrations are coming to the surface. And I'm going to do a little write up for those who follow my other social media aside from the TikTok, like YouTube and Instagram and all of that. I'm going to do a little write up as well on the energies of this new moon in Scorpio and everything surrounding it. And it's really dealing with the fact that what's coming up right now. So remember, we got this Scorpio energy, we got this Mars energy, we got this Uranus energy present. During the new moon, we also have a T-square with true black moon Lilith. So there's a lot of energy here that is related to, sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. There's this energy here that's related to us releasing powerful fears, phobias, things that are holding us back, things that are preventing us from evolving. And so what's going to happen is that there's going to be energy that comes up to push us, to trigger us, that's going to push us outside of our comfort zone. There's something that's being shown to us, something that's being revealed to us. And it's being revealed through our discomfort. Where it is that we have been refusing to grow, whatever has been hiding within the shadows of ourselves. And the reason, so this is the important thing to understand about this energy. The reason that we haven't grown in this area is because we've been afraid. And a lot of that fear for a lot of us has had to do with the way that people are going to judge us. And remember, when we fear judgment on the outside, it's because there's judgment that exists within. Okay? So that's what this world right now, our reality is becoming a mirror, showing us the judgments that still exist within us, showing us the places where we don't love ourselves. And I'm glad to hear there are notifications coming on for my channel. So I love you all so much. This is for people on YouTube. People don't always get notified. So let's get the focus back. This is hard with the live stream sometimes, staying focused because there's so many energies, right? Our outer reality is mirroring back to us what we need to see, know, and understand about what's going on within our internal landscape. Where it is that we judge ourselves, where it is that we lack love within ourselves, where it is that we hold fear within us. Fear of failure, fear of success. These are big fears coming up for a lot of people. Fear of abandonment. Okay, what are the fears that keep you stuck? That's what this energy wants to know right now, because this energy wants to assist you in liberating yourself of that, of really stepping into your authenticity, stepping into your truth and living your truth. All right, this is all about empowerment, but it's empowerment through addressing and understanding and embracing the shadow. And I had a really powerful moment with this energy myself this morning, where I decided, you know, I came to realize that there's something that I'm doing that isn't quite working. There's some level of authenticity that I still personally need to step into in order to be able to host a channel, a place, a space where other people feel empowered to step into that as well. All right. And what I realized is that even though I try not to, there's a lot of ways that I allow myself to fall into this, what's the energy that, how do I want to say this? Into these traps within the spiritual community, right? Where they tell you, you have to do this in order to be spiritual. You have to do this. You have to act this way. It's like these guidelines for your own ascension process. And if you're not following them, and if you're not at a certain level with things, then you're not ascending, or you're not really spiritual, or you're not really on this journey. You know what I mean? And so my stepping into my authenticity is really embracing and helping other people to embrace within themselves and understand that we talk about being multidimensional beings, right? We have all different sides to us. All right. We are sacred and we are profane, right? We are dark and we are light. And it's about embracing and loving all those aspects of ourselves and getting to decide what feels right for us, not letting other people tell us what's right, how we go about this journey, right? What we have to do in order to ascend. Follow your own heart, find your own truth. All right. Do what resonates to you. Take your power back, take your energy back. You get to decide. This is a free will universe. All right. Hello, Asela. Hello, Ty. All right. This is a free will universe. Hello, Julie Wayseer. Hello, Paula. We get to decide. Fuck what everybody else thinks. Fuck the people that think that spiritual people don't say fuck. Right? This is all your creation. And as long as you are living from your heart, as long as you are embracing your own truth and living within your own integrity, that's all that matters. Knowing that you get to decide everything that you consent to and do not consent to within this reality. All right? You know, it's like really busting free. And this is what this energy is all about. And in Scorpio, this energy is especially about embracing those aspects of ourselves that feel more taboo, that society has told us are taboo, that society has told us. Oh, and that's funny. I went on that little rant and the viewers went down from 18 to 7 on YouTube. That's interesting, right? When we started talking about being in our authenticity, when we started talking about choosing for ourselves what feels right in our spirit, I find that really, really fascinating. But that's what this is all about, Scorpio. It's really, it's embracing that. And it's like the aspects of ourselves, especially with True Black Moon Lilith also as a part of this. It's like, where has society, or even say like the spiritual community, right, told you that certain aspects of yourself are wrong? Told you that certain aspects you should be ashamed, or you're doing something wrong because you're not embodying the kind of energy or the kind of message that everybody else thinks that you should, that's generally considered to be the agreed upon truth or the agreed upon way of conducting oneself. It's embracing those aspects of the self, those aspects that we've been taught to be ashamed of. And I want to say hello to Elle on TikTok. I think Elle is actually the only person on there right now. TikTok's really funny. People are constantly jumping on and off. It's an interesting energy, but I'm looking forward to playing with it more and learning more about it. Because this energy is all about you got kicked out, Jamie. That's interesting. Everybody got kicked out of the live chat when I was going on about being your own person and not conforming. That's so fascinating. And so that's what, as we're moving forward, I really want to kind of reestablish this as a tribe for people who are really committed to following their own spiritual path. For the people who are not buying into the hype of like, this is what your spiritual journey is supposed to look like. This is what the ascension process is supposed to look like. Okay. It looks different for different people. And where you're at is where you're at. And that is perfect. And that is beautiful. Love your damn self. Love yourself right there where you are right now. Love yourself fully and completely. Love the dark, love the light, love all of it. There's a woman that led the trip that I went to, the pilgrimage that I went to Egypt. Her name is Star Wolf. She's the founder of Shamanic Breathwork. And she always says the dark, the light, no difference. All right. We came here to experience all of it. Okay. We came down here. We descended through the tree of good and evil to have all of those experiences. And once we gained all that wisdom that we could only gain that way, we then ascended back up through the tree of life, okay? It's all part of this process. So honor all of it. Honor all of you. That's what this energy is all about. It's about stepping into that. It's about stepping into our desire, right? Scorpio energy, Mars energy, Uranus energy, this Pluto energy, right? This is all going to bring to the forefront our deepest desires. All right, the goal, the aim of Scorpio energy is to live out loud, to live and a life that embraces their deepest and truest desires. All right, and not to be ashamed of those and not to run from those. Okay, if you have a desire that you feel is dark and taboo, look into that, dive into that. Why do I desire that? What is underneath that? What do I really want that I feel that is going to give me? Okay, I feel like too many of us have been denying expression of our souls for too long, of all aspects of our souls and what our soul came here to feel and experience. As long as it harms none, have your experience and don't apologize for it. All right. And so that's what I came to here is like this morning is I'm done apologizing for my experience. If it doesn't live up to what other spiritual gurus or other people think I should be doing. Okay. And I'm done worrying about how people are reacting to what I'm saying, because I do still to an extent, right? You know, I'm here to build a tribe. I'm here to find freedom doing what I love, you know, and there's an extent where I don't want to turn people off too much. You know, I don't necessarily want to offend people or upset people yeah, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to speak the truth, right? What I see and feel is the truth. But like, I think I've been a little bit too tactful sometimes. And I think, you know, whether it's like a spiritual teacher that I've had that I've been worried about what they're going to think of me or whatever it is, I'm done with that. I'm done with it. And I'm done allowing it's the insecurities, right? Those insecurities that eat us alive. This is where we really realize and understand where it is that we've been allowing those insecurities to run the show. And we release that. We let that go. This is a huge energy. And that's all part of calling our power back, right? Ending karmic cycles, ending toxic soul cycles. This is all part of calling our power back. Stepping into our truth is all part of calling our power back. All right? Taking control of our lives and our realities is calling our power back. All right? And that's one thing that this energy really wants us to know and understand is that we have complete creative control over our reality. You know what I mean? We do. We do. And so some of us are being shown right now the things in our reality that we've created that we don't really like. And if we're having trouble moving forward, if we're having trouble shifting out of an energy, first of all, if we're having trouble shifting out of an energy, it's because there's something we need to understand about it that we haven't comprehended yet. All right, as soon as we understand it, we can move beyond it. All right, but we need to figure out what that is. And if we are disliking our manifested reality, we're really getting that opportunity to see right now what within us has created that, right? What belief systems, what habitual thought patterns and actions, what fears and limitations, so that we can break free of all of that. Hello, Armin's grandma. Hello, Makimba. Yeah, I have no idea if there's anybody even in the TikTok live right now, because it says that there's 0 people in here, but I'm seeing a thing that people have joined. So very confusing. If you're in here, say hello or hit that like button or something. As long as you're coming in from love and coming from truth, you're all right, Pamela. Exactly. Exactly. And Jamie says we literally hold the keys to our own chains. That is so true. Hello, Tina. Welcome. Exactly. You are your own jail and you are your own jailer. So are you ready to set yourself free? Because this new moon is giving us the opportunity to do that. And these next 2 years, remember, everything is a process. It doesn't happen all at once. So over these next 2 years, we are getting this powerful opportunity to set ourselves free. And that energy starts right now. But remember, the process of setting ourselves free involves being shown where it is that we are not free and what it is within us that is keeping us stuck. We have to understand how we're keeping ourselves trapped if we're going to liberate ourselves. And so that's what this new moon in Scorpio, that's what this 1111 gateway, and that's what this conjunction of Mars and the sun in many respects is showing us. Wants us to understand so that we can begin moving beyond. So that we can take those actions that are aligned with our deepest desires, with our deepest truth. And so that we can step more firmly and more powerfully into our authenticity in this world. All right. What are we going to do for cards here, you guys? I do want to pull some cards. I wasn't sure if we were going to, but I think we are. I think we are going to. Yeah, the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. This always wants to come out here when we do these, well, really any readings lately, right? But especially, I mean, like we said, we're receiving powerful activations right now. Clear. So let's get to it. Let's see what's going on here. What activations are we receiving as we move through this new moon in Scorpio, this 1111 gateway? Oh, we have some cards that fell out here. The Heart of Source and Star Gathering. So this is all about our unconditional acceptance. Okay, serenity. This is also about our star origins, our star family. This is powerful. So this is about coming home within ourselves and finding the home within ourselves. So many of us, especially those of us who identify as star seeds and different things like that, right? We've never felt at home in this world, right? We've always felt out of place, like we didn't belong here. And even within our families, within our school systems, within whatever groups we were a part of, we never really felt like we were quite fully a part of. Much love to you, Galactic Elf. All right, we never felt that sense of belonging. And that's when we begin to understand the concept of star seeds, the concept that we were birthed from the stars and that we're just visitors here, right? We're here for a short while, not a long while, right? It makes a lot of sense to us. And a lot of us, like, there's a powerful sense of belonging in that. But it also sometimes enhances our sense of not belonging here, right? We know that we're from somewhere else. And we get so disenchanted, disenfranchised, because like the places that we come from, this is the third dimension, is the lowest dimensional existence of communal living in this universe. All right, this is the densest place that you can incarnate. And we're from places that are much less dense than this, much lighter. We're from places that understand unconditional love and acceptance. We're like, remember, we descended down the tree of good and evil, like we said, to experience the sacred and the profane, the dark and the light, the good and the bad, good and evil, right? There's a reason they call it the tree of good and evil. Okay? We came here to have these experiences, but we had to descend to have these experiences because we don't have these experiences in the higher dimensions, not like we do here. And we wanted that. We wanted all of that. So, but we don't remember that when we get here, right? We begin to remember that we are star seeds, that we are from somewhere else, and we just want to go home. And so there's a journey that takes place where we remember that home is right here, that we are the entire universe and we hold the entire universe, the entire cosmos within our hearts. And the journey to our hearts is the journey back home. And so for a lot of us, this new moon, this 1111 gateway, and this next couple of years here is really going to be about that journey back home to our hearts. You have a portal inside of you that connects you to all of existence, to the entire multiverse, and that portal exists within your heart. That portal exists within your heart. All right. Some people are also going to have spontaneous remembrances of other lifetimes as we are having these spontaneous soul retrievals and things like we said. And there's going to be that deeper sense of peace that comes from that radical self-acceptance that we are learning to practice right now. We have the Gaia Gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. This is what I'm talking about when we talk about the descending, right? The incarnating in the third dimension, all of the things, the experiences that we wanted to have here that we couldn't have other places. There's a deeper level of wisdom being gained right now as we complete some of these powerful experiences, these soul lessons from lifetimes and lifetimes of incarnations upon this earth. All of that energy coalescing, coming together right now to show us a truth, to give us a deeper sense, a deeper glimpse at a wisdom that we came here to accumulate. And Spirit's also saying, remember on here we talk about all the time, wisdom is applied knowledge, right? And with this Gaia Gateway activation, this is where Spirit is saying, you gain the wisdom and you exemplify the wisdom and solidify the lesson by walking the path, by putting that knowledge into practice. That's how we bring heaven to earth, right? By walking, by being the embodiment of this energy, by being the embodiment of the lessons that we've learned, of the wisdom that we've gained. This is the path of the way shower. We have to do, right? You can't show something by not doing anything. This is also where some people around this time may be called to walk the path of their ancestors. Whether this is like joining in some type of tradition that your ancestors engaged in. You know, if you have Native roots, this is perhaps some type of Native ceremony. If you have a pagan background, Wiccan background, something like that. Whatever it is, like many people are being called to walk the path of their ancestors in the way of aligning themselves with that energy, maybe engaging in some of these rituals or practices in order to gain a deeper connection and in order to synthesize and receive the downloads of the wisdom of your ancestors. Remember, Scorpio season, we are highly connected with our ancestors. And as we're in this 1111 gateway here, this is also the gateway coming out of Samhain, coming out of the Day of the Dead. All right, where we're really celebrating our ancestors. This is a powerful time to celebrate our ancestors. And remember that, yes, a lot of times we talk about breaking ancestral curses, right? But there's also a lot of powerful, beneficial energy within our ancestry. All right, there's a lot that our ancestors can teach us. It's not all about us correcting their mistakes. Some of it is about the knowledge that they possess, all the wisdom that they carry. I know, Sophie, you work so hard bringing healing to the planet. You really do. You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful in that way. Take all that energy and send that to yourself this week is what I'm feeling, Sophie. Send all that love and energy to yourself this week. You guys, we're meant to be loving on ourselves so hard right now. One thing I didn't mention about this new moon in Scorpio is that it's also conjunct Ceres in Scorpio. And so this is how we love ourselves, how we care for ourselves, how we nurture ourselves. Clear. Our mission is being. I love that. Yes, it's all about living in truth and integrity. Absolutely. All right, we got some cards here. I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. This is exactly what we're talking about right here. And remember, we've been talking about through this 1111 gateway, I speak my world into being. Affirmations are so powerful. I know sometimes it's like one of those almost like cheesy things when you first get into reprogramming your subconscious and spiritual stuff, right? Everyone talks about affirmations, and I think some people, like, we get to a point where we're like, affirmations, that's so last year, you know what I mean? Like, who cares about that anymore? That's hokey. Affirmations are powerful and they work, all right, especially during these gateways of energy. So do your affirmations. I speak my world into being. All right. It's called spelling for a reason. Words are spells. Especially for those of us who are purging, who are releasing a lot of energy right now. Okay, in this process, when all of this negativity is coming up within us to be released, when all of our fears and limitations are coming up so that we can see them, so that we can move past them, so that we can transmute and alchemize them in this energy, we want to make sure that we are also saying things that are empowering, and we're also taking advantage of the power and the potential of this energy to create and manifest a new timeline and a new reality. All right, so say your affirmations. I am doing this. When I was doing this on a regular basis, when I used to start my day with affirmations, I felt so fucking good, you guys. I felt so good. It was honestly probably one of the most empowered times of my life when I was doing that. All right, and somewhere along the way, I got this idea that like affirmations were hokey. And there are way more advanced ways to reprogram your subconscious, and all this, like, this egocentric kind of thinking, right? The ego, the spiritual ego, will defeat you every single time. Okay. And that's what, when I'm talking about this energy of being your authentic self, when I'm talking about this energy here of really choosing what's right for you in your spiritual path instead of what the spiritual community tells you is right. Okay, when I'm talking about all of this energy, it's the spiritual ego. This is what the enemy is here. It's that part of us who thinks that we know better, who gets almost like elitist, even with ourselves, right? Oh, I don't need to read that book. I already know everything that's in there. Oh, I could be teaching that class. I don't need to take it. Okay, like, oh, I'm more advanced than these simplistic, basic things like affirmations. No, 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 no. Sometimes they call them the basics for a reason. All right. And we can really shut ourselves off from incredible insights and incredible understandings and wisdom when we think we know better. So it's really opening ourselves back up again. I want to welcome everybody who's joining on YouTube and everyone who's joining on TikTok. Yeah, absolutely. Affirmations are just about energy. Everything is about energy, right? We are energy. So what is the energy that you are creating? All right. You are creating and cultivating a vortex of energy around you all the time. All right. What kind of energy do you want that to be? Because we all get to choose. All right. We all get to choose. So it's all about really, really focusing on those affirmations, on paying attention to the words that you speak on a regular basis to yourself, to others, knowing that you speak your world into being and taking control of that. And taking control not only of our thoughts and our speech, but taking control of our actions and our energy. And that's what this is all about when we're talking about this conjunction of the sun with Mars, this new moon in Scorpio. It's the action is so important. It's not just what we know and what we understand, but it's what we do with it. That's what matters. And I want to let anyone know on TikTok here, and everyone on YouTube too, I want to let you guys know as well. If you don't follow me on TikTok, please do. I'm simultaneously doing these live streams right now for anyone who's not aware. I will be doing some live streams on TikTok where I do readings for donations. Okay. So that is coming up, but that's not what we're doing right now. Right now, I'm doing a double broadcast where we're talking about the energies of the 1111 portal. We're talking about the new moon in Scorpio. Talking about the conjunction of Mars and the sun and this 2-year period of energy that we're opening into. All right, so going ahead with these activations, and yes, we are pulling some cards. The Holy Grail. All right, the halls of learning, the I am presence. You guys, this is such a powerful process of stepping into yourself, of stepping into your own energy. You are the Holy Grail. This is embodiment, which, remember, is one of the main goals of Scorpio energy. Truly embodying your own spirit, your own energy, without worrying about what everybody else is doing. That's one thing we all need to realize right now is it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Fuck what everybody else is doing. What are you doing? What do you want to do? What do you feel in your spirit? I want to pull a few cards from the clear, whatever this deck is here. Trying to remember the name for this powerful gateway of energy here. Pulling some cards. Oh, what's the name of this? Starseer's Tarot. That's what this is. You're being reborn right now. So allow that process, however it's manifesting for you. Oh, I know, Mary Beth. It's some sort of weird, it's something my iPhone does. I don't know why it does it. It gives a weird reflection when I record on it. It's super funny. I love it. That's just what I'm being called to say right now, though, for somebody, all of us, right? With this Scorpio energy, you are being reborn right now. All right. That's why you feel so crazy. That's why you're questioning everything all over again. You are in a powerful process of resurrection, of deconstruction and reconstruction. Okay? A powerful process right now. You are being reborn. And it's a messy process sometimes. I'm seeing it. I'm feeling it like, see how I'm shuffling these cards here? It's almost like right now you are shuffling through all the different versions of you that ever have been. Almost like imagine somebody shuffling a deck of cards, right? And each one of these cards is a different timeline, a different version of you in a different dimension, okay? You're shuffling through all of this right now, and eventually the shuffling will stop and you're going to land on a card. On a card. And isn't this interesting? The two cards that came out, we have the Devil inverted and the Four of Swords. This is overcoming these devil energies, the things that hold us back, right? Freeing ourselves from the inversions, freeing ourselves from that limits us, and the healing. But what Spirit wants you to know is like, it's okay to rest right now. It's okay to take it slow. All right? What do you think the caterpillar does when he's inside the cocoon? Do you think he's in there like knitting sweaters? And do you think he's got a job? Right? Do you think he's like working from home in there, clocking in and out? What do you think he's doing? Do you think he's resting? Do you think he's preparing for the next journey ahead? I don't really know. But I'm fairly certain what the caterpillar is doing is resting. All right? Rebirth is upon you. Rebirth is assured. Your only job right now is to let the energies purge and release that want to purge and release. It's, remember, we talked about all the different timelines, right? All of these cards, those different timelines that we're shuffling through. All right. We're healing. We're picking out bits and pieces of healing from all these different timelines, all these different versions of us. All right. And it's painful at times. At times we feel like we're going crazy, right? We don't feel certain anymore. We're questioning everything, right? This is like a miniature dark night of the soul that a lot of us are going through right now. It's all part of the process. We're releasing. We're letting go of everything that is not serving us. But we got to look at it first. We got to see it. We got to feel it so that we can heal it. So that we can finally close it out. All right? And I will be doing live streams in the future where we do donation card pulls. So I want everyone to know that who's wanting a personal reading. There will be live streams dedicated to that, but this is not that. This is where we're moving through these energies right now. All right. New moon in Scorpio, 11/11 portal. Mars conjunct the sun in Scorpio. This is all part of that process. Remember, what is this all about? I take my power back. Sometimes in the process of gaining control, we have to lose control first, right? In order to be found, one must first be lost. So if you're feeling lost right now, just know that you're in that process of finding yourself, finding a much more powerful version of yourself than the one you started out with. Interesting. I just had a message pop through into my head. I traveled through time and space to find you. That was the message. For somebody, that's a message from your counterpart, especially if there's somebody on here who's been wanting a message from their divine counterpart, from their twin flame. Somebody's been thinking about that and they've been wanting to ask me that question. That was the message from your twin flame. I traveled through time and space to find you. But this is also for each and every single one of us, our higher selves letting us know. I traveled through time and space to find you. We are right now traveling through time and space to find ourselves. Ten of Swords here. We are all aspects or sparks of divine imagination. I love that, divine imagination. Not so sure about your name, Pussy Farts, but divine imagination, I'm into that. That's beautiful. I mean, it's all the beautiful musical magic of the universe, right? But what are you leaving behind? Yeah, everyone on YouTube. Who's not saying? There's the name of one of the people on my live stream and TikToks, Pussy Farts. Oh, what are you gonna do? So much love to you. So what are you leaving behind? Each and every one of us is being asked to leave something behind. But you notice in this card, the Ten of Swords in the traditional deck is a woman or a person. Actually, I don't think it's a woman. I think it might actually be a man, but whatever. It's a person, an individual, a being with 10 swords in their back, lying on the ground with 10 swords in their back. All right. Here we see there's 10 birds flying here. This card doesn't have the darkness and the doom and gloom of the Ten of Swords in the traditional tarot, right? There's a lightness here. And this is the lightness. Remember when we talked about how there's been a heavy energy for a lot of us as we've been moving through this 1111 gateway, and it's starting to get lighter? This is that energy of starting to get lighter. This is something that's ending, but it's a relief. And it's not ending as painfully as other things have ended in the past. This is like a gentle parting of ways, right? Like when two people end a relationship, but they do so on good terms, like that kind of an energy. It's leaving something behind, and there's like a bittersweetness, but it's like, we know it's time to go. And thank you, Jeanette. Sunflowers are one of my signs from Spirit. So I love that that you have the sunflower there with your name. And thank you for liking the live. You're beautiful. Got the King of Wands here. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, beautiful. Thank you for the roses. Yes, roses are beautiful as well. Roses and sunflowers. Oh, you really brightened up my day. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all of you. All right. So it's like this this bittersweet energy. It's like we're leaving something behind, but we feel good about it. And we're feeling inspired, right? We're feeling empowered and inspired. With the lion behind him. See the lion over his shoulder? That's his strength. This is determination. This is willpower. For some people, it's like, what is ending for you right now? It's something that you put a lot of work and effort into for a really long time. But you know it's time. It's reached its ending. It's reached completion. It's time to move on to something else. It's time to move on to something new. And so allow yourself, take this time if you need to allow yourself to grieve and mourn if there's a process of grieving and mourning that needs to take place. And know that it's okay to feel sad and excited at the same time. I think that this is something that we humans do. It's this like misconception we have that you can't feel two conflicting things at once. All right. Just like a lot of people have this misconception that you can't be in love with more than one person at once. It's that black and white thinking that humans fall into. When most of our existence, most of our experience falls within the gray. All right. So you can be sad about something ending and also excited about something beginning at the same time. And it's okay to feel both of those things. Somebody's feeling very ambivalent right now, right? Strong feeling in multiple directions. We have the Six of Wands here. This is victory. This is triumph. I feel like this is somebody who's been holding themselves back for a really long time, who's been afraid to really let themselves shine, who's finally really stepping into the limelight, who's taking their spot on stage. Hello, Opie. Hello, Mike. Hi, beautiful Eve. Yeah. Finally taking your place, your spot on stage in the limelight. There's a Leo energy here, both with the King of Wands energy, the lion here, this particular six, they're definitely feeling that Leo energy. I feel like somebody's been living in somebody's shadow for a really long time, and they're finally stepping out of the shadow. Perhaps you've been playing second fiddle to somebody, and now it's like you're ready to assume the lead role. To use that analogy, right? Got the Three of Wands here. Waiting for that right moment. Waiting for the moment. It's like striking while the iron's hot. That's what that feels like to me. Got the Hierophant and then the Tower on the bottom of the deck. Hello, Tiny Moon Goddess. Oh my God, you're going to Sedona for the 11/11. Oh, that's going to be so amazing. I'm so excited for you. I'm so jealous, but it's like a good jealousy, right? I'm so excited for you. Sedona is my favorite place in the entire world. If anybody ever is ready to start a community in Sedona and we all want to throw our funds and our resources together to do that, let me fucking know, because I want to be part of that. I love Sedona. Is magical. You're going to love it there. And the energy, this is an 11/11/11 portal for those who are just tuning in, because if you break down the numerology of the day, it's an 11 day. All right. So it's going to be powerful energy. Get ready. Get ready. Oh my God. It's going to be intense. It's going to be intense. I feel like just like this, all of this energy that we're in right now, right? It's going to break you down to build you up possibly. But you're going to love it. You're going to love it. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us are feeling this Tower, but this Tower in this particular deck is much more about creation than it is about destruction. Tell me about the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? We got strength. Like we said, really feeling those Leo vibes, that lioness energy here. To me, the Hierophant often represents a leveling up in our spiritual journey. When we've learned a spiritual lesson and we're moving on to the next. All right. And part of the lesson was strength. There's a lesson in persevering and not giving up. And I know that that's interesting, because we talked about how this is like releasing something, letting something go. But there's a difference between letting go and giving up. All right, we let go when we know that the timing of something has passed and something's ready to transform and move on, right? When we know the time has come for the energy to shift. When something is wanting to leave, we release it, we let go. When giving up is when things get too hard. So we throw away the towel. So it's like knowing the difference between moving on and giving up, letting go and giving up. Somebody was taught how to persevere. They had to learn and know how to persevere. And now that they've learned that lesson, it's time to let go and move on to what's next. Yeah. And so this is a time of curiosity. This is a time to explore. All right. To play with new things until you find it's like, if you know the thing that lights you up, then it's about finding the way to pursue it that also lights you up. The way to express it. If you don't know what lights you up, it's about figuring that out. Got Justice coming out here. And there's a mirroring energy with this card, right? There's an energy with the infinity too. I love that Eve set the infinity symbol there. And I was noticing the infinity symbol on this card. See that on her arm? And also we're talking about the Lion's Gate, right? The 8/8 energy we mentioned a little while back. So there's something with that, the energy of interconnection, infinity. This card to me, as I'm looking at it right now, it's once again suggesting that energy of mirroring. What is being reflected back to you? What truth is being reflected back that you're ready to see? This card is about the karmic cycles that we just did not understand before, but now we're beginning to grasp. Portal of union, but we're not just talking about union with an outer counterpart. We're talking about divine inner union. Tell me more about the Justice card. Tell me more about this energy of the Knight of Cups there. Clear. This reflection, what's being reflected here. We talked about all of life as a mirror, a reflection. Tower. All right, so the tower moments in your life are reflecting to you. Okay, what Spirit wants us to understand is any tower moments happening in our lives right now, they are reflecting to us. Like we said, everything external is a reflection of what's internal, right? They're reflecting to us the truths that we need to realize and see and understand, the lessons that we need to learn, and the actions and steps that we need to take. And it's like all of that. See, you've been creating this whole time. You're always creating, right? And so this tower, whatever tower is going on in your life right now, know that this is finally all of that energy that you've been putting out there. All of the internal energy perhaps has been collecting that has not had a place of release point. All of the external energy as well. All of that energy finally coming together and creating and manifesting something in the outside world that is a reflection of your own internal desires, your internal needs. So pay attention to what is happening in your world. Because there's a major spiritual truth, there's a major karmic lesson that wants to be understood through these manifestations. Through these external circumstances. Something internal that wants to be revealed that is being revealed through these external circumstances. Okay. Got the 10 of Wands. So we got two cards about walking away. Putting the burdens down. Spirit is unburdening you right now. Your higher self is unburdening you if you allow it to. Remember, God's rejection is God's protection. Clear. All right. I feel like we're about at the end of this live stream here. We have the 9 of Wands with the Magician coming out. That's beautiful. The 9 of Wands in this card, she's sovereign, right? This is manifesting from a place of sovereignty. This is not being standoffish or closed off as a result of what you've been through. But this is one of the things that we're learning, right? It's like the painful experiences and lessons that we've encountered, they're not going to make us cold. We've learned, we've moved past that energy where we're no longer blocking our blessings and our creations because of the pain of the past. We're learning from it. We're allowing it to make us stronger and wiser. We've now learned how to set better boundaries. We've now learned what we truly deserve and that we are worthy of having what we deserve, right? We've learned a deeper level of self-love, and now we're able to manifest from that place. That's beautiful. We're not just letting anybody in anymore. All right, let's pull a closing card from, oh, I was going to do the Light Workers Oracle, but the Secret Language of Light wanted to come out and play. Transmissions from Your Soul. We haven't had this deck in a while, so we're going to pull a card, a closing card from this deck. Clear. All right, let's get a closing message. 1111 Gateway, New Moon in Scorpio. Hello, Danny. I am going to have live streams in the future where I do where I take questions. I'm actually going to start doing those regularly coming up in the new year here. This particular live stream is not that. This particular live stream, we've been talking about the energies of the 1111 portal, the new moon in Scorpio, and the Mars-Sun conjunction that's just coming up. But yes, I will be doing donation-based readings, card pulls in the future. So definitely stay tuned for that as it comes up. You can also, anybody who has a question, go ahead and check out my information in my bio. You can send me an email along with your question and a donation, and I can do a card pull for you and send you a recorded response. All right, so go ahead and do that if you are interested in that, and know that those types of live streams are coming up in the future. All right, final card pull for this energy at 1:11 was the time. Oh, that's so weird. My YouTube clock froze for a second at 1:1132. Interestingly enough. All right, so we have variance. This is what we're talking about with the ups and downs. All right, this energy that we've all been experiencing, right? The roller coaster of emotions. We have transformation. And we have create space. And create space, this is really basic, right? Create space for your blessings, create space for abundance, create space for everything, all the magic and all the beauty that you want in your life. And know and understand that whatever is coming up within you right now, whatever painful energies you are purging or releasing, those are also making space for the transformation that's occurring, for this next version of you that is birthing and blooming right now. Hello, Addiction Mental Health. Welcome. I appreciate you as a recovering addict myself. Hello, beautiful. All right, I want to read variance for you guys because I think that energy sums up a lot of what we've been talking about. And I'm going to hold that card up again. I'm going to hold it up so everyone on both platforms can see it, hopefully. Today, you may not feel like yourself. You and your soul are looking at the same thing, but are seeing it differently. Your emotions and reactions are a combination of your thoughts and your soul's thoughts. And when they don't align, you feel wobbly. Variance is a way of explaining the wobble. When you have the same perspective as your soul, things feel right. They may seem satisfactory and easy. No limiting beliefs or patterns are triggered, but there is a feeling that all is well. Your soul will never join you in judgment, blame, or hurt because it is not the truth of you. It is not the perspective of love. How you feel reveals how aligned you are with your soul. If you are experiencing something that doesn't quite feel right, take a breath and come back to your center. You will begin to feel better, inspired to navigate your inner radar and to receive your soul's transmissions. Interesting. So this is the energy here where we're being asked to come into deeper alignment with our souls. All right. And all of the chaos, all of this intensity of feeling and emotion right now that we're purging and releasing is bringing us into more powerful alignment with our souls. This is also with this transformation card. See the earth on here? This is the transformation of earth as we transform, right? As we birth into the sixth dimension, as the earth continues to go through her contractions and growing pains. All right. We're feeling all the energy of this and being bombarded with the energy of that as well. So you want to make sure you're shielding really well. that you're not taking on all of these collective energies. That's an aspect and a part of this too for people who've been feeling a lot of intensity right now. Make sure you're only dealing with your own growing pains. You don't want to be taking on everybody else's. All right, create space for your own healing. Create space for your own sanity right now, for your own self-care. And yes, like we said, for all the blessings, that could mean literally cleaning out a place in your closet, decluttering. This is letting go of the things that aren't serving you to make space for the things that are. This is so many different ways to interpret that card. And if you are in this place of conflicted energy that this card was talking about, where there's something that you're not in alignment, you're out of alignment with your soul in some way, create that space for meditation. Create that space for healing that allows for your soul's truth to become more clear, so that you can see and sense where it is that you're out of alignment. Clear. Solitude can absolutely be lonely sometimes. Absolutely. You know, we need that solitude. Enlightenment was the card that just popped up, right? So we're looking at like the hermit energy. But we also need connection. Human beings crave connection, right? They literally wither and die without it. All right, so it's finding that balance. And remembering that our true home is here. And if we are feeling disconnected on the outside, go deeper within and find that beauty, find that connection within. I'm sending love to each and every single one of you. You are all so beautiful. I love you so much. Thank you for joining me today. This was a beautiful, beautiful live stream, beautiful energies. You are all so wonderful. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm going to leave YouTube up for a second while I try to figure out how to close out TikTok. Love you all. Bye. All right. Bye, guys. Love you.